Hey guys, putting together a journal here. Excuse me. It's got a leather cover. This is real leather. I bought it at a called Lace and Fabric Shop locally. This is just an old book that I took the insides out of. Here are the insides. I just cut this out. There's plenty of videos out there to show you how to do that. I cut that out, and then I took two different types of paper to cover the inside because I cut these two just a tad too short. I also had cut the corners incorrectly, so some of the corners did not get covered by the leather. So I took some green paint, painted those to try to hide that a little bit. And then because I wanted to cover this up so it wouldn't be seen by my signatures when I sew them in, I took another piece of material, paper, and put here. And I only cut it, it's about 4.5 inches wide to go across because there's no sense in cutting it the same size as a book. That's a waste of paper. I just cut it enough to go over here where these would cover it. Also under here, I put mailing tape down on the spine. Even though this is leather, and it's a good sturdy book to begin with, I still wanted to give the spine extra stability because I know that there's going to be a lot of opening and closing and different things going on with the book. So I just wanted to help reinforce that with some good mailing tape. You can use duct tape as well. That'll help secure it and help hold it together longer. I wish I had, instead of putting this down first, I wish I had added this extra strip that I cut off of here before I put it together to put it underneath so that when I close it, I could have had my closure. But live and learn. Live and learn. I'll figure something out to do. I really like that. That is a bone button. It's off of a horn of some type of deer. And they've turned it into a button. I also got some bone feathers. I got these at the same place I got this. So, and they were, I think these were 98 cents. No, I'm sorry. These were $1.50 a piece. That was kind of expensive. But they are made out of deer bone. And the horn was 98 cents. And I got this big piece of leather. I think it was like $2 because it was just a scrap. The glue that I'm using for this project and for all of my journaling projects, I use the Art Glitter Glue. I love this glue. It works really, really well. It dries clear and it adheres very quickly, very quickly. So when you put something down, you better make sure you've got it exactly where you want it, because if you go try to peel it up, you're going to mess it up. Unlike Elmer's glue, which is water-based, you can slide it around, pick it back up, put it back down, but then it wrinkles the paper. This does not wrinkle the paper. I wrinkled the paper here, but the glue does not wrinkle the paper. I have 3 signatures here. This is on coffee dyed paper, just regular coffee paper that I bought. And then I stamped it with a crow. It's either a crow or a raven, whatever you want to call them. I love them. Love those birds. So there's one, and this is like an accounting sheet type thing here. And I add a little card there. Cut one of them in half. I did the crow just about on all of the pages. I did them on all the pages actually, except for the little half sheets. I didn't do it on the half sheets. The longest part of doing these things, I think, is a coffee dyeing the paper or tea dye, whatever you want to use. I use the instant stuff that I get at the Dollar Tree. I poured half, 3/4 of the jar into my instant coffee pot. Got it hot, got the water good and hot, poured it in my pan, and then put each page in individually. And then let it sit for a little while. Poured the paper, set it in the oven on 275 for about an hour. Let it get really good and hot. Let it soak into the papers. Pour the excess out. Put it back in the oven. This time I lowered it to 250 and let it stay in there for, a good 45 minutes or so. And as the papers on top dried, I pulled them out so the heat would go down to the other pages. Excuse me. I'm going to use, let's see here, I didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 30 pages total. 90 pages altogether. This book, the inside is approximately an inch wide, about an inch spine there, that I can sew these in. And that's going to be nice and thick. I like leaving my pages empty with very little embellishments on them. I might add a couple other things to it, but I like leaving my journals empty so people can add whatever they want, because if you keep adding and adding, it gets so busy that you just don't know what to do with it. To me, a journal is for documenting your stories, your life, or whatever. Your adventures outside, your adventures in your life, whatever. And to me, if you put a lot of other stuff in it, it's not your story. To me, it's somebody else's story, I am adding some of these little botanical cards because you can, if you want to do this for the nature lover in your life, they've got the cards. There's room on the back to write or to add a photo. And I'm just adding just plain, simple paper clips to them. Like I said, there's plenty of room to write. My hands are freezing. In here, got this yarn here. I don't know if I'm not going to sew this in the pages. I'm just going to use regular embossing thread. I do have some wax thread that I could use, but I think the colors are not the right colors. I think one's a multicolor, one's green. I mean, not green. One is blue and one is red. I don't know. So I'll probably just use regular sewing thread. Not sewing thread, the embossing thread. And sew these in. I will do 3 holes each. 3 here, 3 in the middle, and 3 at the top. And I'll go in about an inch, maybe not even an inch. This book is 8.5 inches long. So I'll probably go in about about an inch on either end. Maybe that's 7. And then center it out. Excuse me, folks. Here is another book that I started a long time ago, and I still have not finished it. I gutted it somewhat. These pages, they look like they're sewn into the book. They are not. What I did, I don't know if you can see it here or not, I tore out I counted so many pages, tore out so many pages, tore out like 6 or 8 pages, something like that. Counted 3 or 4 pages, tore out 6 or 8 pages, and continued that all the way through the book. I took the pictures that I wanted in here, sewed them on my sewing machine, and then I glued them into the book. And I still have not finished this because I'm really not, to me, see, it's busy. It's busy, busy, busy. Some people might really like this to do whatever they want. See, I haven't done anything with this page yet, or these pages. One reason, because I ran out of these papers. I have other pages that I can do. They're pretty. They're very pretty. But, again, I mean, and you can write on these. Black ink, whatever, you can write on them. But to me, if you write on that, you're not going to be able to see it. Unless you write it, on gold, with gold gel pen, or silver gel pen, or just add photos up here, which is fine. Like put a picture of a hiking trip or something. Same thing. It's beautiful. You can add your pictures up here and write your little stories. I love the sunflowers. Really pretty. I haven't done anything with the outside, obviously, of this book yet. I don't know what else I'm going to do to it, so that's why I've kind of stuck this one to the side. There's another book that I have started. This is a photo album. I bought this book itself off of Amazon. I think it's like $12. It is a good 2 3/4 inch wide. I haven't covered this yet because I don't know how I'm going to cover it with this up here. I haven't figured that out yet. But it's absolutely beautiful. I love this book here. Let me open this up just a little bit more so you can see. I love these papers. I ordered these papers off of Amazon as well. I glued this in here. And then this as well. I don't know if you can see that or not. And then it comes with the cards. I left the backs black so you can add your photos there. Or once again, use your gel pen to write on those. And this has a side pocket here that you can put stuff in. And there's the card. Well, okay, I'll put him back later. Another card here. Well, this thing is backwards to me. Another pocket right here. These pockets are tight, so you don't have to worry about anything falling out, that's for sure. Lots of room for pictures. And then again, these are side pockets here that you can put stuff in. See? Another card. Oh, you want to see the cards? Okay. That was upside down. And there was another one over here, I thought. Maybe not. Another pocket here. There we go. Look at that little guy. This is for the person who loves fall. See, there's another there. And then I added some more of that. Oh, goodness gracious. That leafy lace there. No. These papers are pretty. Another pocket here. It's not much on that one. Oops. Another pocket. And that little guy. Again. Okay. And I'll put these guys back in there later on. I just want to share with you some of the stuff that I've been doing in making this journal. This journal will end up going into my Etsy shop. Don't know when. Hopefully within a few days. Hopefully within, the next week or so. Within a week. So, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. My Etsy shop is Creative Gifts by Jenn. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.